Today we'll recap a horror fantasy film from 2019, titled Down. It's late Friday night and Jennifer is still at the office. She is about to catch a plane to New York to see her ex-fiancé for Valentine's Day. To avoid being late for her flight, Jennifer grabs a bunch of candy and leaves the office. In the meantime, Guy is also getting ready to leave work. They end up waiting for the elevator at the same time. Jennifer boards the elevator on the 49th floor and Guy joins her on the 42nd. Guy immediately starts chatting and joking with her, but she replies without showing interest in having a conversation. Guy shows her an etching on the wall, and suddenly the elevator stops. He tries the keys and the alarm button, but nothing works, even though the electricity in the elevator seems to be operational. Guy tries forcing the door open, but that doesn't work either. They try waving to the camera but no one responds to their calls. Since they are 4 stories underground, none of their phones has service. Jennifer starts getting worried about her flight and wonders where the security for the building is. They attempt to call for help and bang on the door for 15 minutes, but no one hears them. Guy suggests that there might be an escape hatch, so Jennifer climbs on his shoulders and they search the elevator ceiling. She hurts her hand while banging on it, so he helps her down. An hour passes, and Jennifer realizes that she will miss her flight. Despite Guy's attempts to joke and lighten the mood, she becomes frustrated and angry. Eventually, they introduce themselves and continue their banter from earlier. He offers Jennifer his water bottle, since she ran out of water. However, they joke that they should open the bottle of wine he brought instead. They decide against opening the wine and Jennifer accepts the water. Since they have no actual food, Jennifer offers Guy some of her candy. She also suggests they save their rations, fearing they may be stuck in the elevator for a while. 4 hours later, Jennifer really needs to pee and desperately tries to hold it. He tells her to go in the corner over his coat, and when she says no, Guy suggests she relieves herself in her empty bottle. Jennifer makes Guy close his eyes and cover his ears so she can pee. He starts singing to give her some privacy. Afterward, Jennifer adds to the drawing on the elevator wall. They play a game and begin talking about more personal things. Guy confesses that he's too obsessed with his job to have anyone looking for him. Jennifer admits to being the same and tells him about her plans to surprise someone in New York, who may not even want to see her. Guy decides it's time to open the wine and hands her the bottle. They drink a toast to not being dead yet. Later, they keep occupied by drawing each other and getting closer. Guy confesses that he had actually seen Jennifer before in the office building, but he didn't share that earlier because he didn't want to make her uncomfortable. To his surprise, Jennifer doesn't take it badly and laughs about it. They finish their drawings and show them to each other. Jennifer apologizes for her comic portrait of Guy and takes a photo of the drawing he made, saying she'll make it her profile picture if they make it out of there. Next, they steer the conversation towards food, and as both of them are starving, Jennifer asks Guy to switch topics. She gets up and turns her camera on him, asking him about the wildest place he's ever done it. Since Guy's a little shy, Jennifer goes first. She tells him a story about one of her college boyfriends and their lovemaking session in a library. When it's Guy's turn, he still hesitates to share his story, believing it to be uninteresting. Jennifer encourages him to make up a story instead. Guy proceeds to describe an imaginary tale about a gorgeous woman who wanted to hook up with him during a work picnic. They both got drunk and while he was driving her back, she began to undress. Guy gets weird and uncomfortable again, telling Jennifer that he got aroused and he had to stop. He apologizes, thinking he might have crossed a line, but Jennifer reassures him that it's fine. Guy then approaches her awkwardly, kisses her, and starts undressing her. They proceed to make love inside the elevator. Afterward, Guy confesses that he could totally fall in love with her, but Jennifer distances herself from him. She informs him that she wants to get back together with her ex-boyfriend. That was the reason why she wanted to go to New York and surprise him, to patch things up. Given the whole ex-boyfriend situation, Jennifer thinks they should just keep it casual. Jennifer then opens up to Guy about her feelings and what her previous relationship was like. However, Guy feels that they have a strong connection and believes that her ex-boyfriend doesn't deserve her. This makes Jennifer angry, as she still has feelings for her ex. She tells Guy that once they get out of there, they'll just go back to their separate lives. Despite Jennifer's rejection, he persists in his belief that they are meant to be together. He soon starts to cry. Suddenly, something changes in him and Jennifer can feel it. He then reveals the truth about himself. He had lied about where he worked and even his real name. The man tells her that he didn't just notice her, but that he actually saw her every day at work. He takes out his phone and shows Jennifer security photos he has of her, listing out the times and dates. He even shows a video of her getting into the elevator that night. She instantly becomes afraid. He reveals to her that he's actually the building's security guard and gets angry when he explains that people like him often go unnoticed. She did not recognize him, even though he works at the front desk of the building. He thinks that he knows her better than her ex-boyfriend and reveals that he planned everything that happened that night. The man takes out a key and unblocks the elevator. Jennifer is unable to believe what the man did to her and declares that she will call the police and have him arrested. He doesn't like that, so he grabs her and they start to struggle. During the fight, Jennifer kicks her legs and breaks the elevator key. They continue to brawl, and she knocks him out with her shoe. Jennifer is terrified that she may have killed him, so she approaches him to check when he suddenly gets up and knocks her down. They both remain unconscious inside the elevator. Some time later, Jennifer regains consciousness and finds the man already awake. She asks him why did he do it. The man explains that he just wanted to have a chance to connect with her on a personal level, away from the distractions of the world. Jennifer tells him that he won't get away with it because someone will come to rescue them. Unfortunately, the man reveals that he took all the shifts for the weekend and the other guards won't be coming until Tuesday. Jennifer asks him what he plans to do and he replies that he would rather kill her than go back to prison. He argues that he didn't force her to do anything, but Jennifer reminds him that he kidnapped her, making him very angry. When he calms down, he opens the present that Jennifer had bought for her ex-fiancé. The man finds a shirt and a box in the bag. The guy puts the shirt on and tells Jennifer to open the rest of the present. Jennifer opens the box to reveal cigars and a bunch of tools that go along with them. He lights a cigar and taunts Jennifer further, saying that she could have gotten her ex-boyfriend back with all those nice gifts. Soon after, he apologizes to Jennifer for scaring her and asks for another chance. He adds that she doesn't have to answer right away. He proceeds to comment on the travel ad that's playing in the elevator, saying that the people in the video look happy together. He tells Jennifer that he'll take her to the resort from the ad one day. The man gets bothered that the elevator light stopped working, so he breaks it with Jennifer's water bottle. He realizes that the light bulbs under the ceiling panels must get replaced sometime. The man believes it's possible to get that panel off and exit from the elevator through there. As he breaks it open, Jennifer stands up next to him. He asks Jennifer to give him a boost to get up there, promising that he'll come back for her. However, she thinks it would be easier if he gives her a boost. He doubts that she'll want to come back for him and believes she'll call the cops. Jennifer smartly tells him what he wants to hear and convinces him to give her the boost. She gets on his shoulders and pulls out of the elevator. After the man tells her where the ladder and the door are, Jennifer turns around and gives him the middle finger, pissing him off. As she climbs the ladder, he finds a way to get out of the elevator too. The man binds two pieces of clothing together and throws them over the elevator beam. Jennifer is already moving towards the door as he starts climbing up. He tells her that she'd better run, because he won't let her live. By the time he reaches the level she's on, Jennifer gets close to the door. As she opens the door and screams for help, he suddenly grabs her and hurls both of them back in the elevator. They both fall unconscious. Jennifer wakes up first and sees the fire sprinklers, giving her a new plan to get herself out. She tries to activate the fire alarms by lighting a cigar, and after failing, she starts a small fire. As the elevator fills with smoke, the man wakes up. Jennifer kicks him in the face and breaks his nose. She then succeeds in restraining him with a piece of clothing. Jennifer threatens to seriously hurt him and urges him to confess to everything he's done to her. She turns her camera on and shoots herself, explaining what she knows about the situation. Jennifer turns the camera to him and asks for his real name. He says he's called John Deacons. John confesses that he got them stuck in the elevator on purpose and even etched the drawing on the wall. John then admits to trapping and kidnapping her. She doesn't stop questioning him, so he confesses everything, from hitting her head on the ground to throwing her against the wall. Jennifer asks him why he did all of that and John says that he just wanted a date with her. He proceeds to tell her that he used to be an accountant who worked for a big firm before being a security guard. In fact, the man reveals that the story about the girl in the car was true, but that it ended differently than what he had previously told. It turns out he missed an exit and drove straight into a ravine. The car flipped 7 times until it was stopped by a tree, and sadly, the girl died with the impact. John only stayed in jail for half a year, because he had the resources to bail himself out. When he got out, the only job he could get was as a security guard. Jennifer still doesn't comprehend why he chose her and he replies that it's because she's great. Monday arrives and they're still trapped. One of the other security guards, Eddie, takes his new girlfriend to the building to show her the roof. When they walk inside, he looks for John and when he doesn't find him, He checks the security monitors. Eddie sees John and Jennifer are stuck in the elevator, waking up both of them. Jennifer begs him to get them out of there. While his girlfriend falls asleep on the couch, he tells her that he'll come down and get them out. Eddie finally reaches the elevator and pulls the doors open with a crowbar. Jennifer wants to get out, but Eddie tells her that he needs to completely open the doors first. All of a sudden, John knocks her out. He tells Eddie that he's there and he gives John his keys. John tells him that it's not working and Eddie says he'll climb in to help them. He gets stuck in the elevator and sees that something has happened inside. John then turns on the elevator and cuts Eddie in half. He knocks Jennifer out one more time, takes her to his car and puts her in the trunk. John goes back into the building and gets rid of Eddie's body and clothes. He cleans himself up and puts on his uniform. Before exiting the building, he deletes all of the videos from the security cameras. Eddie's girlfriend finally wakes up and John kills her too. He gets to his car and takes Jennifer to a secluded location to dispose of her. He proceeds to pour gasoline into a dumpster. When he opens the trunk, Jennifer pretends to be dead. While John is throwing her belongings in the dumpster, she hits him in the face, gets in the car, and starts driving away. However, when she sees the lit cigar in the tray, she changes her mind. Jennifer starts backing up the car and rams into a terrified John. She gets out of the car and notices he's inside the dumpster. Jennifer then relights the cigar and walks away. She flicks the lit butt into the dumpster, putting an end to John's life. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe.